So today we'll be doing a workshop on the Prevention of Sexual Harassment Act. And for a few of the IWIN members, I think we already had a couple of these sessions over the last 1 year. For those of you who are not Indian Women Network members, I'll just run you through a short presentation of what Indian Women Network is all about. Can I just have a raise of hands who all are the members, IWIN members? Okay, then the rest of you are CII members, I'm assuming. And as all of you should be aware by now, Indian Women Network had been launched last year under the aegis of CII, and this is a unique networking platform for women, for career women like all of you. And it actually is a little bit sad to see women don't actually come forward and network. We find men networking at each and every opportunity they get, but women actually always get inhibited or they just refrain from doing it, unless there is a woman-centric or a woman-specific topic. And that's when I guess companies like yours have been nominating you to attend. How many of you actually came in voluntarily, or how many of you were nominated by your HR departments or your companies? Who were the voluntary ones? Can I have a show of hands? Again, quite a minority. And all the rest of you, I'm assuming, were nominated by your companies to come in. Why do you think you were nominated for this, and why wasn't your male counterpart nominated for it? Did your HR department think this was a very female-centric or a women-centric topic, so that let me just send 2 of my women colleagues and let them handle it for the day? Could that be one of the reasons? What do you think? 1 or 2 of you could always share your what you felt about it. So hopefully in the coming days, Indian Women Network will strive to create this sort of a platform where such topics could be discussed, could be debated upon, and we could take more of such programs to our members. So I'll just run you quickly through what Indian Women Network is all about. As I mentioned, this is the initiative that had taken birth last year under the aegis of Confederation of Indian Industry. In fact, our past Southern Region chairperson, Mr. Sanjay Reddy, was actually instrumental in creating or visualizing or giving a vision to this body. In fact, in 2004 and 2005, when they had done the survey, urban work participation among women was about 23%. But in 2011 and 2012, when the survey was taken place again, that percentage has actually come down to 20%. So there has been a 3% reduction in women participation at the workforce, especially in the urban areas. In the rural areas, the story is a little bit more different. From 58% women representation, it has come down to 43%, which is again very alarming. So why is this? Is it because that women don't consider the workplace safe anymore for them? Or are their families not allowing them to go and work? In spite of rising percentages in women's education, they are all just happy to stay back at home. Is it because you have more disposable incomes from the single earning member in the family? So these things are of concern for us, especially if we want to get into the next century and we want to see India to be in the top 3 or 4 nations in terms of GDP. It means we cannot leave our women workforce behind. We have to ensure that they contribute actively to the economy. So in light of this, we foresaw, though CI is almost a 120-year-old body, we never had anything specifically to do with our women members. So somehow over the last 120 years, women were always considered a minority, and women-specific topics were never actually taken into focus or into priority in major CII events. So last year when this body, advisory body, actually sat and they thought about it, they thought that this platform is very, very essential, especially if we need to push women ahead into the coming century. So the stakeholders that we were able to identify are all the areas that we had looked into, and our main objectives is basically to network. How many of you actually do network actively? Raise of hands, please. I can count you on this hand, I can count the people. Of course, men always do it, so I'm just asking the women how they network. This is one area that we find career women especially, they don't. And in fact, when we were launching IWIN at different centers, this initiative has taken place in the southern region of the 5 southern states of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Puducherry, and Kerala. So we actually launched this not only in Hyderabad, but also at our zonal chapters in Vizag and Vijayawada. And when I was at the launch of one of those places, a male member actually from the participants had come and asked me, why do you think you need a special forum like this? Don't you have kitty parties to network with? And that just shows the bias. I mean, he's educated and he's been attending these sort of programs, and that cultural mindset is still there. They still think that we need to be relegated only to the kitty party or to the domestic front. And in spite of having equal or if not better degrees than sometimes our counterparts, the mindset has to be broken.